All right, let's talk about something that so many of us deal with. These financial traps that are everywhere, designed to make you look rich while actually keeping you pretty poor. We're going to dive in and break down exactly how this all works. You know that person, right? We all do. Maybe it's a neighbor, maybe it's someone on your Instagram feed. They just seem to have it all figured out. From the outside, it really looks like they're crushing it. Yeah, you see the evidence everywhere. The brand new car gleaming in the driveway, the slick designer clothes, the endless stream of picture-perfect vacation photos. It all screams success, doesn't it? But here's the thing, and this is the absolute core of what we're talking about today. Looking rich and being wealthy, they are two completely different things. In fact, a lot of the time, the very habits that create that appearance of wealth are the exact things that stop you from ever actually building it. So today, we're going to unpack these traps, the ones set by social pressure, by slick marketing, that are designed to keep you on a financial treadmill. And they're so sneaky because they feel like rewards, not the traps they actually are. So let's keep things off with the first category, traps that are all about keeping up appearances. This is the whole performance of wealth. And we have to start with the luxury car. This trap is an absolute classic. You get a little pay bump, you feel like you've earned a nice shiny reward. And the car dealerships, they know this. They prey on that exact feeling. They don't sell you on the $40,000 or $50,000 price tag, no. They sell you on the low monthly payment, which makes a wildly expensive thing feel totally affordable. But here's the painful truth, they don't advertise. The second you drive that brand new car off the lot, it can lose up to 20% of its value, instantly. So now you're paying more every single month for an asset that's worth less every single day. And this quote just says it all, doesn't it? This isn't building wealth, it's destroying it. That monthly payment isn't just a bill. It's money that could have been growing for you in an investment. But instead, it's just vanishing, poof, into something that's depreciating. Okay, let's talk about a newer and honestly maybe a more dangerous trap. Social media. This has completely rewired the whole comparison game. It's like a global stage where everyone is putting on a performance of their own success. It's this wild cycle, right? You're scrolling, you see someone's highlight reel, the best vacation pic, the fancy dinner, the new bag. Your brain immediately sees a gap between their life and yours. And you feel this little pressure to close that gap. So you post your own highlight, and boom, you just become part of the very cycle that's making you feel like you're not enough. It's a huge illusion where everyone's going broke trying to keep up with everyone else. And that really gets to the root of so many of these traps. Making money decisions based on what you think other people will think. That car, those clothes, that Instagrammable brunch. Ask yourself, who is the real audience for this stuff? The real problem starts when getting that like or that compliment becomes the main reason you spend your money. You're not buying an item anymore. You're buying an image. And that's why this quote is so powerful. Real, actual wealth doesn't need an audience. It's not loud. It's quiet. Okay, so we've covered the external pressures. Now let's turn inward and look at the internal traps. These are the invisible habits that quietly sabotage your financial future without you even realizing it. Oh, this one is so common, it feels almost automatic. You get a raise, awesome, and almost without thinking, your spending just sort of expands to meet that new income. It's often called lifestyle creep, and it's the number one reason why your savings account never seems to get bigger, even when your paycheck does. And you can see it perfectly in this chart. Your income doubles, which is amazing, but your spending doubles right along with it. So you feel richer, but in reality, you're just running faster on the exact same financial treadmill. The only way to win this game is to break the cycle. The trick is to save and invest a chunk of every raise before it gets swallowed up by your new lifestyle. So how are people funding this ever-expanding lifestyle? Well, a lot of the time the answer is debt. But, and this is so important, you have to understand that not all debt is the same, not by a long shot. Think about it like this. Good debt is a tool you use to build wealth. You borrow money to buy an asset, like a rental property, or maybe a business that is supposed to generate more money for you than the debt is costing you. Bad debt, on the other hand, is a completely different animal. This is the debt you use just to consume things. It's the credit card balance for dinners out, the buy now, pay later plans for clothes, the loans for vacations. You're literally paying interest on things that lose all their value the moment you buy them. It is, by definition, a losing game. And that brings us to the real heart of everything. This is it. It's the fundamental shift in your thinking that separates the people who look rich from the people who actually become wealthy. At the end of the day, Almost every dollar you spend makes this choice. On the left side, you've got consumption, things that go down in value over time. And on the right, you've got investments, assets that are designed to go up in value. Shifting your focus even a little bit from that left column to the right column is the single most powerful financial move you can ever make. Okay, so we pointed out all the traps. Now what do we do about it? How do we actually get out? Let's wrap this up with a simple, actionable plan to start building your own quiet wealth starting right now. Here it is, 4 simple steps. First, audit. Go through your spending and be brutally honest. Is this purchase for my future or for my image? Second, redirect. Start shifting some of that money, even if it's just a small amount, from consumption over to an investment. Third, unfollow. Clean up your social media. Get rid of the accounts that just trigger your desire to spend. And finally, number 4, define. Decide for yourself what wealth really means to you. Is it freedom? Is it security? More options. It's your definition that counts, nobody else's. And that leaves us with this one last question. It really cuts through all the noise and gets to the point. Because real wealth isn't about the car you drive or the vacations you post online. It's about having the freedom to make choices without being stressed about money. And that is absolutely available to you, but only if you stop chasing the image of wealth and start actually building the real thing.